Hello, BookTube. I do not know how much time I have on this video because my phone's pretty full, so I'm just going to get started. Latest book I read was The War Magician by David Fisher. Really enjoyable. It's obviously heavy on the World War II lore. Jasper Mescaline is a conjurer magician from a long line of them, and he wants to do something to apply the principles of legerdemain, of magic, stage magic, to warfare. So he joins the army, and he's kind of like looked down upon at first, because remember, the British is a very class-oriented society. But then he proves his worth when he starts making shells for tanks that make them look like trucks, and eventually he gets assigned. He gets assigned a unit full of misfits. He gets assigned a unit full of misfits and just social malcontents. So he makes do with them. One of them's an artist, one of them's a carpenter, one of them's what else? One of them's a carpenter, one of them's a carpenter, one of them's a cartoonist, one's a painter who's kind of a misanthrope. So yeah, he just basically pulls all these people together into a coherent unit, and with each success, his assignments get bigger and bigger and bigger until he basically finds himself moving an entire harbor town, for example. Of course, he disguises all these tanks. He uses mirrors and everything like that. And it basically just kind of keeps proving his worth. But the chapters are long, and each chapter basically has an arc to it. In fact, the whole book has an arc to it. Jasper Mescaline enters the war as a naive, idealistic magician who wants to, do his bit for king and country, and then he leaves it a very seasoned. I don't want to say jaded, but a very sobered individual, because the realities of war really cut deep. Spoiler alert: he loses a very good friend in the war. He nearly dies in the desert, and so yeah, and he finally gets to pull his final great trick against the Nazi war machine, which there's a huge build-up to it, and David Fisher's really good at the build-up, the gradual build-up, and you just know something's coming, but you don't know what it is. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. I mean, granted, I have to admit, all the military units, all the military movements and stuff, I kind of breeze through, because that's not the part of war history that I'm interested in. What this major did, this particular colonel's reputation. It's there to serve as a backdrop to the whole story. But yeah, I found it very engrossing. It's very detailed. It's very I don't want to say ponderous reading, but very highly detailed reading. So you kind of have to narrow your focus a little bit. But I blasted through it in about a week. So, and as you can see, I found many areas of the book to mark off. I started doing that thanks to Cams Campbell. Started doing deeper reading. So every passage that I found remarkable or noteworthy, I just basically highlighted it and then put like a little sticky bookmarker there. I used to dog-ear the pages, but I decided I don't want to do that. I want to preserve my books as much as possible, the ones that I want to keep. Anyway, The War Magician by David Fisher, soon to be a major motion picture starring our buddy Benedict Cumberbatch, and I look forward to it. I think he's gonna kill this role. He's gonna become Jasper Mescaline. Okay, that's all for now. Take care.